It's just hard. Life is hard. I think that's what I'm realizing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Holidays, episode 12 of Vlogmas. Now, my birthday was yesterday, you're correct, on the 15th of December, but I didn't want to lose the chronological order in my videos, and I filmed this Vlogmas episode on the day before my birthday, so I wanted to upload that first. As always, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and the next one coming out on my channel will definitely be my birthday vlog.
I haven't actually shown you guys the advent for the past few days, but let's just say it's been nothing new. But today, this is a new shape. What is this? Looks like an Oreo. That's not an Oreo. Look at that. Ooh. The thing with Oreos I'm not a fan of is it gets stuck in your teeth. I am still ill. Well, just under the weather we could say. Like, I just still have a bit of a sore throat and my nose has literally been streaming for the past few days constantly and it has not stopped. I don't know why my body decides it needs to make a lot of this stuff. I'm not even going to say the word. Put energy into making something useful, please. Anyway, this is my last day of being 23. It's my birthday eve. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. I actually just can't believe it. And I'm sitting here trying to get not so Oreo biscuit on my teeth. I am going to start my workout. I was just trying to put my head behind my ears and realised I have no ears. But yeah, I kind of run now forgetting I have holly on my head, and when people smile at me and they look at me slightly strangely, I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's because I have holly on my forehead. But anyway, it's fine. We have quite a few Christmas cards on the windowsill, and this one is literally my favorite. It basically says dashing through there, and then there's a cat going like no. It's literally like the perfect representation of cats and like their mood. This ginger cat is so cute. So fluffy. So I was planning to go on a small run this morning as part of my workout, but it turned into more of a spin bike workout just because I got quite into it. And yeah, I did go on like a 10-minute jog around the block and that was it, but I decided to instead focus on spin biking, as I said, and then I also did a lot of strength training in my room with my dumbbells. So this strength training workout consisted of 5 exercises, which I did 3 times, and each exercise I did for 40 seconds and then had 20 seconds rest. I do have now quite a few of these on my Instagram as reels that you guys can check out if you're interested. And while some of the moves I just made them up myself, I took some of them from Caroline Gervin's workout. I don't know how you say her name, but Caroline Gervin, one of you guys actually recommended her videos to me, and I can safely say they are so good, and they're really great actually for like strength training stuff and strength training workout inspiration, or if you just want to follow along. A lot of you guys asked where this blanket is from. I literally just saw the label. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can see the label. It's from Asda, George, Home. That's what I thought, but the label confirmed it, right? So yeah, I need to just get a bit comfier, and then we're gonna have, yeah, a little chat. I actually noted down some random questions that I found kind of on the internet when I was searching for like birthday self-reflection questions, and I thought some of them sounded fun, so I have 10 of them. We're gonna answer them. Also, I haven't worn this jumper in a while. This is like my favorite cream knitted jumper. It's so comfy and it's just so big, and I love it. Anyway, question time. Let's get the lovely H cushion. This is from Next. I sound like some type of vlogger who shares like stuff they buy all the time, which is the complete opposite of me. This bed, by the way, is from IKEA, if you were wondering as well. I got this bed when I was so young and I'm still here sleeping in this lovely IKEA bedroom. I do love it. That was not sarcastic. There are 10 questions. Feel free to use these as like, I don't know, journal prompts, or if you just want to have this little conversation with yourself if it's your birthday coming up soon as well. Question 1 is, where was I this time last year? Answering this question very directly, I was at home. I was probably in my room at this time of the day. Sad times, I didn't even take a picture on the 14th of December 2020, but I have a picture on the 13th. Look how much my hair has grown. Like, my hair was so short back then. Oh my gosh. I really like the new curly girl Holly that we have discovered, but I want to cut it short again so that it's more manageable. But yeah, sorry, back to the question. Where was I this time last year? I was actually in a much better headspace. To put this into context, I was just coming out of like my binge eating period, which I went through, so I was feeling a lot better and I was finding my feet again, and that is kind of when like a lot of things started to change. It kind of initiated that snowball effect, and here we are now. This question is probably my favorite. If I could only remember one thing from my life as a 23-year-old, what would it be? Now, I feel like there are so many things I'd want to remember, and I feel like I could either answer it with like an experience, or it could be something that I've learnt as a more abstract idea, we could say. And I think I'm gonna go with me remembering the London Marathon. It is literally a memory that will stick with me, and if I could only remember one thing from being 23, it would probably be that. But then again, I'm like, my master's degree was a highlight. What is something 23-year-old Holly always said? Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm saying this as if I didn't make up these questions. I made up these questions based on those that I kind of looked up online. I feel like I've just realised that I say things quite a lot, but I say basically a lot. I say essentially, I think, a lot, but they're my favourite words. I feel like I need to bring out some sort of product or something with just basically on it. I think it would be great. So basically, that's what we're going to do next year. What is something I tried for the first time as a 23-year-old? Ooh, there are quite a few things. Like, I tried, and I suppose I did run a marathon. Whenever you're asked these types of questions, I feel like everything goes out of your mind. You're like, what did I even do last year? So I'm just going to use my camera roll to help me, to see if anything strikes me. I've actually shared a lot of these online. I tried Dark Academia, we could say. I tried a purple coloured burger for the first time. I tried bouldering, that's another one. I tried a vegan Kit Kat, the vegan Kit Kats, tried those. A lot of these things are like food. There are probably other things going through my camera roll, but yeah, I tried quite a few things. What was my worst mistake from last year? I feel like it's maybe... Oh, okay, no, actually, I do know. I was gonna say my first video where I talked about binge eating, but the thing that tops that is something I actually can't share. But anyway, moving on swiftly, what is something that made me feel confident at 23? Now, I feel like I'm gonna say my curly hair, in that in me having curls and being able to go out with my hair down and not be worried about it being frizzy and going frizzy and what it would look like. I feel like that made me feel confident, but I also feel like the photo kind of shoots that I had with Emily and her best friend Leanne, when we just like put on nice clothes and it was kind of like an excuse to dress up, and we just go and take pictures and we'd hype each other up, that made me feel confident in myself and in what I looked like and in what I was wearing, and they were just so fun at the end of the day. If I had no limitations last year, what would I have done? So this includes like time limitations, time constraints, financial limitations, the pandemic in terms of restrictions, right? My answer would be to have just travelled or to have gone and lived somewhere abroad. And I could have even done that whilst doing my masters because it was all remote. And that answer still holds now. Like, if I had no constraints right now and I had nothing holding me back, I would just go. Like, I would be gone in a poof. You would not be seeing me sit here right now. 2 more questions. What was the best food I tried as a 23-year-old? This is such a tough question. When I was writing it, I was like, am I even gonna be able to find an answer to this? Ooh, such a tough question, such a tough question. That calcium curry that I had the other day was actually banging. I mean, I was so hungry at the time, so it probably tasted like 1,000 times better, but that was really great. I have no idea where it came from because I got it when I was doing some filming and stuff, but it was so good. Is that the best though? I don't know, because I've had some really good, like, oh, I've had such good stuff. Wow, I don't even know where to start with this question. Like, I've had some really good, like, sandwiches, protein shakes, smoothies, burgers, donuts, cake. Oh, I would just say all the food I've had this year has been so good. Any of you guys, if it's your birthday or not, please comment down below the best food you have tried this year. And if it's vegan, please tell me, hit me up, send me a link or a DM on Instagram so I can go and check it out. Thanks in advance. Also, I've made like really good meals myself, so I'm gonna I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. The last question though is, am I scared to turn 24? Even though I'm like, you know, growing older shouldn't be something we fear, I am scared to turn 24. Yesterday, Dad was like, oh, you're getting older. And then Emily was like, yesterday as well, oh, you're gonna be now mid-20s. And I'm just like, oh my God. Even though I look back on my life, I'm the type of person who kind of just skims over like achievements. Even with like the big things I've done, I'm just like, okay, that's done, let's move on. I don't really give myself any credit. So for example, like recently with my masters and finishing that with the grade that I really wanted, and you know, crossing the finish line of the London Marathon, another huge achievement. But you know, me being me, I'm always like, okay, what's next? And I think the problem with me is like, I'm always wanting more and I'm never satisfied with like anything. I'm always chasing something new, and maybe I get caught up in that because there are so many things I want to do. Yeah, as I said, I just feel like I'm going through life and going through the motions of life, but time is ultimately running away. My life is therefore running away, and I'm just like, before I know it, I'm not going to have done like half the things I really want to do. I think at the end of the day, I'm just like, what am I even doing in life? Like, what am I literally doing? I don't know. And I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to know how things work. But I don't. Like, I genuinely don't know how I got here. I don't know how I got to the age of 24, me being me. I don't look back and think that I've wasted my life. I mean, sometimes I do think that, but when I think rationally, I haven't. I've spent my time in the way that I've wanted to. I'm at this weird segue in life, and I think you are reminded of that when you have your birthday. You know, you're reminded of the fact that life keeps going on, life doesn't stop for anyone, and things just keep ticking over and over, and it's down to you to build your future, sort of thing. This is getting very deep very quickly. It's just hard. Life is hard. I think that's what I'm realizing. I think it's because I just feel like a very small fish in a big ocean right now, and having my birthday doesn't really help because, as I said, it's just like a big red flag in my face, like, ooh, Holly, you're 24, like, what are you doing? Another thing to add to the works is maybe I'm just like, I really want to live my life, and at the moment I feel like I'm in my little box and I just want to break open. I'm like at this point when I'm just raring to go and raring to do stuff, but with me, like, I have so many big ideas and I kind of start to open those doors, but then I get too scared and I slam it shut and I'm like, oh no, it's too scary, you know? But I'm just like so ready, but I'm just also so not ready. I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I would feel 14, but like I'm 24, which is kind of scary. But we're gonna have a good day tomorrow. We are gonna have a good 24th birthday. I've done a lot of growth this year and I'm really proud of that. Going back to the first question, was it the first question, the second question? If there's one thing I could remember as a 23-year-old, I would, yes, want to remember the London Marathon, but I would also want to remember that this was the time of my life when I grew, and I grew into the person that I thought I'd never find, and maybe the person I thought I'd never find again, because I found the Holly that I'd lost for quite a bit of time. So yeah. I just finished tutoring. I'm gonna get in the shower now, but yeah, I was talking to Matthew before. He has like a whole other mood. He was like, I don't even know what age I am. And I was like, okay. I am gonna get in the shower because we need to get ourselves 24-year-old Holly ready, and I need to get rid of this frizz. So we're gonna do a lovely transition. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wrong button. 1. Look how curly my hair is. Like, look at this bit of hair. Literally, that's my best ringlet. It's a bit wonky. So if you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed following 23-year-old Holly if you've been around for the whole year. The video after this one will be my official birthday vlog, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I will speak to you very soon in another video. Bye! Ow, I just gave myself whiplash. How did I even do that? So painful. Oh my god. Where is the blanket that I'm going? We're going back to this angle because it's a whiplash safe angle. We're in the last hour of me being like 23.